have the daily price chart for NVIDIA Corporation, stock ticker NVDA. So as we can see here, the share price has traded under a bit of selling pressure into the close last week. Most of these candles are clearly red. We can sort of drill in here a bit. And we can see that, there's really not much, encouraging to be found, in the candles themselves. If we sort of pull out and sort of look at the trading volumes here, overall, we can see that the trading volumes are starting to decline a bit. And this does suggest that, there's not as much conviction with respect to these downside price moves. I don't think that people are exactly, eager to start short selling a stock like NVIDIA. If anybody was interested in doing that, I think it would definitely be a contrarian move. It's not something that you normally hear about. You do hear a lot of people saying that the stock is overvalued and the stock is ready to fall. Some people are saying $50. Some people are saying $90. But at the same time, I don't feel like I hear very much of a response or anything in the comments, which suggests that people are actually expressing those viewpoints with active positions, which I find a bit suspicious. I mean, why, if you truly believe that the stock is falling to $50, why not short sell the stock? Why not buy some put options? I never hear anything like that about NVIDIA. Nobody ever says anything like that. It does sound like people really like to come out of the woodwork and say that the stock is ready to collapse. But I wonder if that has more to do with the fact that these people, missed the ride up, if they sort of, didn't buy in when the stock was rallying, and there's a bit of a, bit of a resentment. I don't know, for the people that were actually long the stock. I'm not sure, but either way, it is quite clear that there are a lot of people that have a negative view of the stock, but I almost never hear people expressing that viewpoint with active positions, saying, okay, I have a put option or I'm outright short selling this stock. There's never anything like that. So, currently, what I would be looking for would be, evidence of a turnaround here, evidence of a possible reversal. It is clear, if we just sort of pull out to the longer term timeframes here, it is clear that the momentum overall is focused on the top side. I mean, there really isn't much doubt about that. We can look at the shorter term indicator readings to see some differences there. But longer term, the direction is quite clear with this stock. That's probably got something to do with the reason why nobody actually seems to be interested in truly bearish positions, taking an actual position. So, currently to the downside, this level that keeps coming up is this 106.30 level. As I pointed out in previous videos, this main level that I'm watching to the downside came in just below 107, roughly 106.90. And we did see the stock did reach that target to the downside. And we even saw a little bit of extra follow through, probably most likely due to some slippage based on broader selling pressure. We'd see a few instances like that in a few other stocks. Amazon would be one example. I covered that stock yesterday. If you're interested in seeing that type of event, you can watch that video. But we're seeing a bit of a breach of these targets here in situations where the candle itself has a very long wick. So what this does indicate here is really a more volatile trading environment where selling pressure is starting to build. And prices are even kind of moving a bit past important support levels. So currently what we're looking at with this stock is, a possible support starting to develop this 100-day exponential moving average. Currently this is found just below the 105 mark. So, currently this is really the only thing that's holding the stock up at the moment. We have already broken through the 50% retracement of this dominant trending move here. To measure this move, I started with the April 19 lows, which came in at 75.61. And then these extend to the June 20 highs, which came in at 140.76. Of course, that's the all-time high for the stock. So, if we're looking at this dominant price move here, we can see that, the early Fibonacci retracement zones have already been broken. We have not quite seen a daily close below the 50% retracement level, but we did see a clear breach here on sort of a spiking basis. Prices kind of spiked to the downside, and we did see a breach of this 50% retracement mark. So currently, the next downside Fibonacci level that we would be watching comes in at $100.30. So just above the $100 level. We've got this 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. And then if we do see a breach below there, you could be looking at levels that are as deep to the downside as $89.40. That would be 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. So, currently, we do have this 100-day exponential moving average that's sort of holding up prices at the moment. But as you can see down here, the indicator reading is pointed in the negative direction. The relative strength index is also trading below its own exponential moving average. So overall, this does give us a moderately bearish bias here in the momentum reading. But at the same time, trading volumes are kind of diminishing here. So the strength of these moves, is a bit more questionable. We are seeing some selling pressure here. If we do look at the trading bars here, the trading volumes, there's not much doubt here that most of this is red, at least near term. And these red bars are sort of engulfing the green bars. So this does fall in line roughly with what is occurring in the broader market. We are seeing sell-offs in the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ as well. So there has been a lot of selling pressure that has been directed toward the technology space, and this has even affected companies like Apple, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. So currently, this level to the downside, the first level to watch to the downside does come in at this 106.30 level. If we are able to bounce roughly in this region, or at least not break below 105, we do have scope here to start running higher. But I would not suggest starting buy positions just yet until we see some better readings in the relative strength index. So here's the current market analysis for NVIDIA Corporation, stock ticker NVDA. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.